So how do I differentiate with leveling or grouping or anything else? Well, the biggest thing is, especially on an online platform, the first thing I see is there a multi-language availability? And one of the first things that I do, I make a video for them to show them in their native language how to access. Because we know, even though we are a English-speaking country, a lot of students that come to us, English is not their native language. So I think students learn better when they can hear it, see it, and touch it into their native language. So a lot of times in the videos that I find, I also find a secondary video exactly the same thing in their native language. Our example, in York City, we have probably about 60% Latinos, or the Spanish-speaking population. So because I do have people who have not entertained science, so now I'm giving them a whole different vocabulary, and I'm giving it to them in English, and it creates a very difficult learning situation. So when I'm able to find that in their native language, it brings the stress level down, and they're more open to approach you and to talk to you. I'm going to give you an example of one. I kind of started a little bit, and we were talking about with the anti-acid tablet. So if we take an Alka-Seltzer tablet, that would be the generic brand. But if you go to like the Dollar Tree, the Family Dollar, you can get the generic name. It's anti-acid tablet. Again, we can talk about medicine because that's exactly what it is. It's one of the things I explain to the students. You have a tablet. Once you add it to water, you no longer have a tablet. You now have medicine, because that was the whole purpose of you going to buy that, because your stomach is upset. But how do we get from a solid to now a liquid state? Again, basic physics, basic chemistry, properties of matter. So it's real easy to take one little concept and you can stretch it as far as you want. And the last thing is with the art. I mean, students, I always gave them extra credit when they designed their little rockets. They have beautiful design. And they said, well, what do I draw on it? I said, you have to draw who you are. And one of the things that I understood with the Latino community, a lot of them drew their country's flag. I would have the Dominican flag, I have the Puerto Rican flag, I would have the El Salvadorian flag. So they wanted to show who they were, because maybe they couldn't express who they were. So we took all these aspects in 30 minutes. And then the next day, what we did was we actually had the competition. And because of the type of bottle rocket, let's say 20 feet at the most, you could do it in the stairwell. We always try to go outside, but weather predicting. Or if it's extremely hot, like it is in Arizona, you might not want to be outside. So hopefully I was able to answer some of the questions of how we integrate learning, what approaches that I take, but most importantly, we have to remember as an educator why we are here. So if you understand and remember why you are here, you will always do the best for a student.